Now, where local sports always come first, this is Action 4 Sports.
Hello, Rio Grande Valley High School football fans. Action 4 Sports Director Clay Williams here with my picks for week 1 of the playoffs. That's right, the postseason is here. But before we get to my picks and tell you who's going on and who's going home, let's take a look at week 10 because it was my greatest week ever. 1 game short of the perfect week, 24 right and only 1 wrong in all my picks. So I wanted to go over 200 wins for the regular season. I did it. 24-1 last week makes me 203-69 for the season. Not bad. I like it. I finished the regular season on a very high note, 1 short of going perfect. Let's see if we can continue that this week as the playoffs get started. Much fewer games to talk about. Let's start with Friday. Let's start with Donna taking on Laredo United. That game is at Roma. I've got Laredo United Longhorns ending the season for the Donna Redskins. That team from Laredo United just too tough. La Feria is at La Grulla. That game at Sanchez Stadium in Rio Grande City. La Grulla came so close to winning a district title. I believe that the Gators will take care of the Lions out in Starr County. Zapata takes on Rio Hondo. That game at La Jolla, Zapata came on strong, and I've got them beating Rio Hondo, ending the Bobcat season. Brownsville Rivera is at McAllen. That one at Veterans Memorial Stadium. I've got Mac High's Bulldogs coming away with a win over the Rivera Raiders, who came on so strong to even make the playoffs. Hidalgo takes on Kingsville King. That game at Farr's PSJA Stadium, and I've got the King Bremas winning that game as well. Los Fresnos at Weslaco. Expect the Weslaco Panthers to come away with a close victory. It will be a defensive battle. This one was probably the closest game I picked all Friday night, but I believe that Weslaco wins mostly because they're going to be at home. Port Isabel takes on Raymondville at Bobby Morrow Stadium in San Benito. I've got the Port Isabel Tarpons winning all the way through, maybe until the state Final Four. And who knows, maybe even further. Alice will be at Ed Couch Elsa. I've got the Yellow Jackets winning at home at the Black Hole in a great battle of 2 9-1 teams. This one will be a tough one against the Coyotes, but I believe La Macarena Amarilla will come around on top. Next, it will be Sherryland at Laredo United South. Sherryland should get the win over United South's Panthers. I've got that one going down for the Rattlers. Another game in Laredo featuring a Valley team. It's Mission Veterans at Laredo Martin. I've got the Veterans Patriots coming out on top of that one. Mercedes is at Corpus Christi Flower Bluff. Man, is this a tough district to play against, this 31-4A, and Corpus Christi Flower Bluff, one of the toughest teams in there. I've got the Hornets ending the Tigers season on the road in the playoffs. Santa Rosa, the biggest turnaround of the year, taking on Goliad. This game at A&M Kingsville. And I've got the Warriors coming away with a bit of an upset win. I think a lot of people are expecting Goliad to win this one, but I believe the Warriors' hot streak keeps going, and I think that they will win this one. And in 1A on Friday, it's Santa Maria taking on Shiner. This game at Corpus Christi Cal Allen. I've got the Cougars season coming to an end at the hands of Shiner on Friday. Let's go to Saturday's games and start at 2 o'clock with Harlingen South at Weslaco East. Harlingen South, I believe the offense is just too much for Weslaco East defense to handle. I've got the Hawks coming away with a win. The other Harlingen team, Harlingen Cardinals, they play at 3 o'clock, a little further west at McAllen Memorial. I've got Harlingen winning this game as well. McAllen Memorial can score points, but they can't really stop anybody, it seems, defensively. That game with PSJA was about who finished last. I've got Harlingen winning this game as well. Corpus Christi Ray is at Rio Grande City. Another tough game to pick. The Ray Texans, always tough every year. I just like the way Rio Grande City plays when they're at home, and I've got the Rattlers coming away with a win. That game kicks off at 4 o'clock. At 6 o'clock in Edinburgh at Cat Stadium, it's Laredo Alexander at Edinburgh Economides. I like Alexander's Bulldogs to win in this one. Economides, a valiant effort to make the playoffs, but this team is beat up. I think that Alexander will get the win there over the Jaguars. Let's take you out to Beeville Jones High School, a 2 p.m. kickoff for a couple of private schools. This one should be a good one. Brownsville St. Joseph versus Tomball Concordia Lutheran. This one, another tough game to pick, probably the toughest one to pick on Saturday. but Concordia has just played too tough of a schedule, much tougher schedule than Brownsville St. Joseph has. They've been through the fire and come through, and I believe that Concordia will end the Bloodhound season Saturday at Beeville. Final game to talk about at Alice. That's a 6 o'clock kickoff for Edinburgh North and Eagle Pass. It is a rematch of last year's thriller at the Alamo Dome, and I've got Edinburgh North doing what they did last year, namely coming away with a win over the Eagles of Eagle Pass. Those are my picks for week 1 of the Valley High School football playoffs. We'll see you right back here next week.